This might sound obvious, but customer service matters. Unfortunately, today I found out that at the United States Postal Service, customer service is a complete oxymoron. And, well, that might sound obvious too. The USPS has had more than its share of customer service issues for a long time, so the very idea of USPS customer service could already make you laugh. Well, read on. Quite a while back, we created the Answer Guy's Customer Service Wall of Shame, and it highlights particularly egregious examples of customer service nightmares. Today, we rechristen the Wall of Shame as the United States Postal Service Wall of Shame. I present the Answer Guy's United States Postal Service Customer Service Wall of Shame. It's a lot of words. Here we go. Now, to be fair, customer service at very large companies is difficult, and instilling a customer service focus at an entity the size of the USPS and with its, well, we're not government, but we sure act like we are, mentality, must be extraordinarily tough. And while the Postal Service isn't exactly fun to deal with pretty much ever, I've experienced USPS customer service agents who at least tried. Well, not so today. Perhaps I should have realized things were going to be ugly when I saw this. Notice those two arrows? They point to the 2 layers of bulletproof glass, one on each side of the scales that the Van Brunt Station USPS customer service agents use to weigh packages. And, well, quite the security system it is. If one window is open, the other can't be. Insert your favorite going postal joke here. Maybe the post office 2 blocks from my home is a war zone that I wasn't aware existed. Maybe it once was really dangerous there, and the Van Brunt Station is merely awaiting an update. Maybe that update never comes. The customer service problem was not about the place feeling like a gulag. A couple of weeks ago, I made a purchase at Amazon.com, and the package was directed to an old address, and this was completely my fault. I didn't pay close enough attention. By the time I realized my error, it was too late to correct. The package had already shipped, so I contacted the post office in Stanhope, New Jersey, and asked for help. USPS customer service there was exemplary. The package was rerouted to my new home. Well, just hours after the folks at the Stanhope Post Office corrected my error, the package had found its way to Teterboro, New Jersey, and then something went wrong. The next day, it departed Teterboro for Brooklyn, where it was scanned in one more day afterward. 2 days later, it was back in Teterboro, and then it took 4 more days to find its way to Jersey City. It's getting further away. Today, I visited the Van Brunt Station to ask for help. The line was long. In fact, there were 2 lines. For 2, I still don't know how they differed, and they were both long. And when I got to the front of one and gave the customer service representative my tracking number, I was directed to go to one of the USPS self-service machines in the back of the room, print out what turned out to be the exact same information I came in with, and bring it to the window. So then after another stint online, I reached a window again and was informed that my package was in Jersey City, and there was nothing I could do but wait for it to arrive. And of course, I already knew the first part, and I was there to fix the second part. When I pointed out that problem, I was then directed to ask for further help at another window, and when I got to that window, the agent told me I needed to speak to an agent at yet another. The agent at that window told me, listen to this, she had heard everything that had happened at both of my prior stops, and it wasn't her job to help me. Now, to her credit, she called for a supervisor, and I'm happy to say I didn't even ask her to do so. She did that all by herself. The supervisor took my printed out package itinerary and my name and address, and she promised me she'd email the office in Jersey City where the package currently sits. She said she hoped that person there could properly redirect the package, which means, of course, that after spending the better part of an hour going through several stops and 3 customer service agents, I've absolutely no idea whether I've actually received any customer service at all. And of course, my package remains in limbo. I expect it'll get to me eventually, though despite the fact that it was in town 6 days ago, well, it looks like a lot like that won't be happening before I go back and revisit Birmingham, Alabama next week. So thank you, United States Postal Service, for the chance to talk about broken customer service in such graphic detail. Now, you aren't doing USPS-style customer service, are you? Not sure? Think maybe you need some help? Contact us here. I'm the answer guy. My package may not be, but I'll be back.